Hello, so today I wanted to discuss one type of hair unit that is bondable. This is one of the most common questions from people who follow me for this content, and it is what can be bonded. What kind of the cap needs to be there that you can wear it 24/7. So I will here present you one of those caps so you have the idea and to be educated when you are going to buy one for yourself. So I have this one here that I custom ordered for my own specifications and for my own needs. So as you can see, it really is similar to this one. It's just this one is a full coverage unit. So this time I have done the whole cap, so it covers everything. And this one is intended to be worn if you have no hair at all, or you decide to shave everything off, to trim down. So this one in particular is full lace. You see it's all hand tied, so it's really breathable. All over you have this net, so lace is like a mesh that is see-through, so it's really, you would be able to really see the finger. You see it's that thin, so you're not really getting hot in this type of units. That's why they are so loved by many. And this one has the PU, it's like polyurethane. It's like a material that is just this kind of plastic type of material, like a rubber, but this one serves to have the surface to put the tape or glue, any adhesive on, and that helps you with having this really secured on your head. It also makes for easier cleanup. So if you could also just tape the lace as well. A lot of people use this type of wig without this PU, so it's like a full lace, but then the lace is a little bit different to work with. I here have just the lace and I love them, but there's a bigger skill, higher skill needed for this type of a cap, just to be aware. It's great, it's like one of the things that you ultimately want to come to, but it's also have its own set of problems and things to be desired. But that's another topic for another video. This one is really good for newbies because there is a silk top. This silk top here is to make your scalp look like a scalp. So it hides everything that can be wrong with lace unit, and those are the knots that can look a little bit like ants. And this one pretty much looks like your scalp because of that fabric in between. So the knots are sandwiched in between, and in return this is the outcome. So it's still maybe one of the win-win scenarios where you still have the breathability of the whole unit in lace, but this part is enough to be able to look realistic. And pretty much where you would use the parting, it's covering that 4x4, so you could have a side part and it would still look realistic, right? This can obviously be done with bigger silk top size, but usually not needed because this is extra cost to the producer, so just to have that in mind. If you want to have it bigger, then it will cost more, but in most cases this is the most common one, and it's 4x4 and it covers most needs for most of us. Also, what this one has, like this PU, let's go back to the PU. This one has this extra that needs to be cut when you start wearing. Okay, so just like with lace, you will get that extra lace as the piece arrives from the manufacturer. This is to be cut as close to the hairs as you want. Some like to keep it a little bit more of the material in front, but my type is to just go near the hairline. So this one, you see this extra, you would take it off, and if you see where the knots are, where the hair start, this is where you would pretty much have it looking like this. This one, the PU, can come in different thicknesses, and if you have ever had some sort of a PU, you could have been having experience with those thicker ones, because when they do it, they can do it thicker or thinner, and of course the thicker one is more durable but not as good looking. This one is the thinnest, and this is like most delicate but also most realistic looking. So to have that in mind, you can also find and create anything in between. This one will create for easier cleanup than just the lace for most newbies, and usually it just catches the adhesive much better because there is more surface to catch on. Okay, so more on the wig itself. This one was made by my measurements, so I have provided the critical measures. If you Google wig measurements, wig size measurements, you will see you have specific measurements. You have circumference, you have ear to ear over top, so you take the measure tape and just go from ear to ear where you see your hair would start. Then you have from front across the back to the front to the temple, so this is to see how it hugs and where it kind of ends. Then you have which one, the nape, so you would just see that nape area, how wide is it. I think there are 6 of them, just follow them. It's really not that hard to see how it will come together, and you can always have those written down, so this is your size, this is universal measurements that you will provide to anybody, and if you are buying any stock units, you will see where you fit on the scale. Another way that you can do this is doing a cast, but there's another video that I explain this, and this is also covered in my course step by step if you want to go this route, because sometimes there is needed a bit more pieces to the puzzle to get to this end point. If you want to get this puzzle solved sooner, then I invite you to check out my resources, my signature course, Bonding Bible, and you can go through this much quicker and be wearing hair that you can live your life as you had before hair loss. Something that is the closest in my opinion, and it's something that makes you wear hair 24/7, wake up with it and shower with it and do anything with it, the sports, the activities, just long-term wear. That's my specialty. Okay, so back to this. This one is pretty long, so you can see it's 20 inches if I correctly remember. Let me just, so to see it better. This one is straight. It's Indian. It's Chinese hair. So this one should be a little bit different than this one, as you can see in the texture. This one is more straight and not as thin, and it should dry straight. And this one is Indian Rami, which this is how it dries. You see, this was also straight, but with any Indian, this is how they will pretty much be in their natural state. So this is also a bit of an education. So you know, with Chinese you will get this type of texture. So I will probably be trying this one just for a little bit of a change. And this is really high quality. You see the fullness is there. This is, I think, medium density. It's not too thick, so it doesn't look wiggy, but still it looks really, really full. The one thing I hate is when the wig has already the look of having alopecia itself. So that's not really what I'm looking for. So this one has the front really great, and because this is injected into this PU, the hairs in the front look really, really realistic, and the transition is also great. as you can see, this is one of the factors that are hit or miss with this type of silk tops, but this one is really doing a good job here. I don't know if I'm showing it, if it's showing to the camera, but this is how it looks. Okay, I know I always like to see those details because that is, in my opinion, the crucial part, the front, because this is where the eyes will go when you are just living your life, you see. So just to show you in detail. And this, I mean, amazing. Okay, so this is one of the caps. You can have variations of this. You can have without silk top, you can have without this in the front, so you can have lace in the front if you are more comfortable with the lace. You could have just the back side with this. You could have the whole thing without PU at all, without silk top, so only full lace. The main thing is that you can design your own and make it fit like what you are searching for your circumstances. I can always assist you in consultation. I have tried many different types, and I already can let you kind of know by listening to you what you will prefer and love wearing. Also, it depends also longevity, what kind of cap you have. This one should last longer because the shedding shouldn't be happening as much because of this silk top, so it should. So it's always trying and wearing and seeing how it behaves. Yeah, so that's just trying to present you one of the caps which is quite popular if you want to wear 24/7 and have it on your head for long-term wear, not the daily. So that's just presentation of one of the wigs, and let me know if that was helpful, if you knew already about those, or this was something that you have never seen or it's not as known to you. And if you have any questions, reach out. You can always check out the ways I can help you on my website, www.her247hair.com. And if we are a good fit, we can work together, and I'll be happy to be your mentor in this journey. Okay, see you in the next video.